Hi guys, so I'm going to start vlogging. I bought a good camera, which is what I'm staring at the wrong part of. There's like a screen that flips up at the back, and so I just look at that all the time, so I've got to get used to looking at this. So yeah, so I bought a really good camera, and I'm going to start documenting everything for you guys to see. So yeah, I hope you find it interesting. I'm going to incorporate quite a lot of training into it, I hope. Have a couple of sort of case studies to go along with. Bit of an exciting day today, potentially exciting. We are going to have a horse edit today. Borage banana-y Nutella-iness. My favourite. Actually, my go-to first thing in the morning. So fancy. See, there I am looking up at the screen again. I'm not good at this yet. I'll get there. I'll stop staring at the screen, guys, I promise. Little tip there. Floor. Off it goes. Go on, off you get. I can see! Little coat on, mate. Oh, you're cold, aren't you? Old dogs are not good, are they? Yeah, oh dear. I have to stop practicing getting camera ready. I'm joking. I'm never going to do that. Ever. Because I just don't care. Because I'm not here for a beauty vlog, am I? Oh. No. You can't travel there. No. So I am wearing considerably more clothes than when you last saw me. My camera died. I told you I'm not good at this. So I have already fed the yard and turned out a couple of horses, and now I'm going to go down the field and feed the retired horses. Linseed, keep them fat and happy. I feed everyone linseed, so good for their coats and their skin and their guts. It's good for everything. Better let the chickens out while I'm here. Always the first one out, followed by Teresa. So that's Doris, that's Teresa, Gloria. So you got Teresa, Lay, Doris Lay, just can't bite my finger, and Gloria Laymore. Oh, and Big Bird, Ivana Lay a lot. And then Sheila, I'm not sure why she's called Sheila, but that's the poorly one, if ever you follow me on Instagram. And then Betty. And then there is Julie, but oh, there she is, at the back, hiding. God, what a beautiful day it is. Without half and alone. This is Nanette. She is 25. And she is pretty old and pretty tough. Here you go, dear. Bricky. And then this is Caddy. This is Bronte's old horse. He's not actually that old, he's actually only 17, but he evented and raced and all sorts, so he lovely and warm in there. You big hairy furry thing. Prized possessions, these two. You think I'm gonna feed you? No. You've had your breakfast. Broodmare problems. Eating for 2. Would rather eat for 6. Bye. Todd's doing some jumping today. Very brave little chap. Not very big. Not done a lot of jumping, this one. He's only been backed about a month now. But he's not my pony. He is Lily's pony. So, yeah. First little course. Pray for Miriam. Great. That is a no from me. To the muck heap. My favourite. Ta-da! How do you feel? First case study. Say hi, Helen.
Oh, please don't video me getting on my horse.
Why?
Oh.
It's real life. Oh God, she got stuck. Oh, nightmare. Well, how very graceful of you. So Helen, tell me a bit about you and Elvis.
Oh, sorry. Look at the wire. This is Elvis. He's 9.
Yeah.
We've just moved yards like about 2 days ago. So,
Okay.
you know, any performance today
Can be only blamed on the move of a yard.
So he's been work in progress. It's quite green when I got him.
And how long have you had him for?
2 years. So yeah, 2 years. And the 80s.
Wannabe eventers. Definitely not wannabe. You actually are eventers. You do actually go often, quite often. Yeah.
And we just started doing a bit of BD. And we just like hooning around the countryside.
In between.
Yeah, you'd have rolled your eyes at us yesterday, galloping around the field.
I don't blame you.
Outline in sight.
But how nice that you can have a pony that can go and do a prelim test at BD and get a really good score, and then also go and gallop around the countryside like a lunatic and not be any worse for wear. And look how smart he looks. I've cut your head off, but wowzers. We'll do some course building, we'll do some warm up, and yeah, this is my first time vlogging today, so this is all a bit of a, it's all a bit new. Say that again. She's not worn good pants. She may have VPL, she reckons. Absolutely hilarious. So this is my headset, which is absolutely the best thing ever. I really enjoy it. It means I don't have to shout. Can you hear me? She can hear me. So you guys can't hear her, but I can relay a little bit what she says. So often with Elvis, we are working on getting him to be a little more respectful of the rein age. He tends to want to go at his own speed, which obviously you want them to be forward and you want them to be positive, but equally you don't want them to just nap off with you to a fence, and that is a little bit what he does. I'm sure we may see a little bit of him being a bit too forward, and then maybe a bit of him being a little more respectful, like I said. So yeah. So Helen's got a bit of an old injury in her right shoulder, and it tends to show up when we're doing our flat work particularly, meaning that she finds it quite difficult to have Elvis bending to the right rein, and he has a little bit of stiffness there as well, which we are investigating at the moment with the vets. So it is important that Helen was just reminding herself, saying, I'm just going to remind myself of my shoulder today. That's a nice wonky cross pole that I've built, good. Making sure that she is bringing her right shoulder back and down rather than it coming up and going tight. Often when we feel tense, instead of relaxing our shoulders down and thinking about it, when we have a weakness or an old injury or something, we we draw it up like that, and then the whole arm becomes very tight and tense, and it's very difficult to then be able to, well, just function normally. You kind of make the horse feel different, and it's not so easy. So yeah, so Helen's just reminding herself of that, which is an important thing. Knowing your own strengths is really important. Direction. You're going to get a lot less swearing in your lessons these days, Helen, if I video everything. Only joking.
Average rider, we all swear.
We all bloody swear, absolutely. Horses are hard, they are frustrating, and it's important to show that. I'm not here to cover it up. I'm not that kind of a person. This is not all coming up roses. Sometimes it's bloody hard work, and that is... Good. Just keep opening those shoulders up. Think about tucking your shoulder blades together so that you're encouraging that shoulder to be as level as it can be. More energy. We are thinking about counting that rhythm so that we are knowing where his legs are, and that if he does go to take you a little quicker to the fence than you'd like, that you're going to be riding that downward transition afterwards, bringing him back to you, making sure it doesn't get faster. Take a little bit more outside rein so that you can keep the neck a little straighter. And you want to feel like you're pushing him to the fence rather than he's getting quicker and on a shorter step to the fence. Outside rein. Wait. Good. Lovely there. How did that feel? Much better. And just think about all the steps being the same size as you make it to the fence. So think about how you can adjust it on the corner a little so that it stays with you here. Keep your body tall. Body through. Lovely. Nice and easy. Make sure you have enough canter to start with. He can get a little too backward. It's always a balance. It's not a sudden, oh yeah, you pull on your reins and then you get the perfect canter. There's always going to be a balance. Keep the canter through the corner. So the word turn in a dog leg is something that we should potentially try and avoid. The key with a dog leg, although a dog's leg has an angle in it, it's very difficult. You're going to break the rhythm terribly. So I'll walk the line. So you've got this fence that I'm at now that goes straight onto the oxer there, which is opposite direction, but equally we can go to where Lily is stood over there. So the key is you don't want to try and aim to ride a turn. You want to think of it as a smooth curve. Make sure that you are travelling out wide enough in a smooth way. Previously with dog legs it can be a bit like, oh, we're going in a straight line, oh no, we're going this way. So you need to make sure that as you jump your first fence, your blue vertical, that you're looking to your oxer here and really travelling on a smooth line rather than a straight line, handbrake turn. No, we're not jumping that oxer backwards, we're jumping this oxer here. Try and keep your hands still when you see that stride. Yeah. Good. Yeah, he needed to go on that one. No, isn't it? Because you're asking him to be respectful to the rein, but you also need him to stay travelling forwards. So it is a balance. Make sure you keep your leg on to support your decisions. Sit on your bottom. That's it. Heels down. This is what we're going through. You've not done anything wrong, Helen. This is just a learning experience. This is what it's all about. Just count that rhythm and try not to fire him. Think about it being a balance. Lovely. Really nice down that last line. Lovely. Just look up where you're going. Think about the first 3 being waiting and the second 3 being soft. Good. 1, 2, 3. Soft, soft, soft. Yeah. Fantastic, Helen. Oh God. There was an old lady that swallowed a fly. Really good.
That felt good. That felt really good.
And why? What felt so good about it?
The canter was consistent.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like he was rushing, and he was listening a bit more.
Yeah.
He was a bit more tired.
No, well, yes, a part of that will be that he's not as full of beans. He's also he's learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't belittle that.
Yeah.
You've trained that today, because a few times you've had to say, come back to me, come on, listen. And now you say a small amount, you really see through here on the distance, you pulled your shoulders back and you just sat down,
Yeah,
and
that
he
felt
came
really
back
good.
to you, so that then the last 3
Yeah.
you could be soft.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's much more refined than a pull and a push. So this is Helen, and she's going to be our case study. So there you go. We are starting that today, and I hope you find that helpful. And see you next week.
It's helpful in making people feel like they're not alone.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is hard, and training is difficult. And I've been training Helen for quite a long time now, and Elvis, and sometimes I even get to ride Elvis, which is very fortunate for me. Oh no, yes, you're lovely to ride. So, you know, I'll be able to show you guys a bit the journey of it, and how, like you say, it's hard. Training is hard. What's he doing? And that's realistic, right? If it was easy, we'd call it football. So I went to see a horse on Sunday, a 3-year-old, to buy for myself, and she's being vetted today. So we're going to go down and be there for the vetting, because it's not my vet, and she's having all her x-rays done and stuff. And then hopefully I'm going in a lorry, and hopefully if she passes, bring her home. Ooh. So excited. But. So we are on our way. We will see the betting for the little horse, and yeah, really excited. Yeah, fingers crossed, all goes well, and I will see you on the other side.
Gotta go places and do things. Maybe to forget
Yeah, that wasn't a good day. I didn't buy a horse. It failed the vet. Which happens, and it's a real bloody shame, because it was such a nice little horse. But it failed the vet. So I spent a lot of money on a vetting and didn't buy a horse. So yeah. Saved myself money in not buying a horse that had a problem, but didn't buy a horse. So that is a real shame, because I was really excited about that, as you probably saw. So on to the next one. Maybe we will find another. Yeah, it's gonna be the end of today. It's 7:30. I've just got to get home now. And yeah, that's that.